It's always been fascinating to see the mountains transition from autumn to winter. Winter brings a whole different set of variables to the mountains, and you could get unpredictable weather on a moment's notice. Our trip to Mount Whitney in November was really to test our limits, and also really to experience the elements of a winter storm. The plan was to camp around 10,000 feet elevation at Lone Pine Lake on Mount Whitney. This is where we'd see the convergence of two storm systems coming together and really experiencing snowfall, wind, and all the different elements that come with it. We spent a lot of time just watching the clouds get closer and kind of observing them evolve from becoming these smaller clouds in the distance to larger, darker clouds.
Time just goes by slower.
I mean, I feel like you appreciate a lot more of like every moment, right?
Yeah.
You're not like worried about like some of the other things. So you think the tent looks pretty stable, right?
Yep.
As it got darker, it started to get a lot colder, and the wind started to pick up as well. I mean, we could see right in front of us that the storm was starting to get closer and closer.
Wow, here's the storm. So on one side,
Capture a little video real quick. Got a bunch of photos up.
Between all the madness, we still made the most of every single moment and paused for some pictures.
there's a storm. The storm is coming from up there.
Yeah.
And then you have heaven over there.
Straight up, yeah. It's those look pretty nice.
Yeah.
White got us. So we got the storm coming in right on this side, and on the other side, it is completely almost clear. There are some clouds, but it's like these two storms are going to beat each other, and we're going to really experience just how these two storms interact. I think it's just going to be like a wild storm. Hey, we're actually going to see what it's like. So.
All we could really do at that moment was to make sure our tent was as stable as possible and hunkered down for the long night.
Just tent. Wrapping up. It's gonna be a snuggly night.
I stepped outside around 2 in the morning and witnessed a completely different campground. There was snow everywhere.
Getting our breakfast ready in a sleeping bag.
The morning was really cold, and with the temperatures in the single digits at night, most of the surrounding lake was frozen. Regardless of that, we felt a lot more optimistic about the rest of the day, having made it through the night. Probably my favorite thing about waking up in the mountains is witnessing the golden hour, where the sunlight slowly starts to creep on the mountaintops. It felt especially welcoming, having sat through the storm the night before. So it might not even be like 8 in the morning right now, and more clouds are starting to come in again. So there's gonna be like a bigger storm that's happening today than that happened last night when we were in the tent. So yeah, we're gonna try to get out of here as soon as possible so that we don't run into that storm. Probably go camp at a lower elevation. All right, we're heading back. It's starting to snow. It's completely clouded out right now. And everywhere we go, it's absolutely snowing. Luckily, the snow is coming down at a pretty slow rate, so we didn't have any trouble getting all the way down. Action shot. It's like very frozen over here. Gotta check each step, basically. You never know when you're gonna fall in. Our trip ended in the Alabama Hills, looking up at the Sierra Nevada, where we just were. The storm that consumed us for the whole night, we were now away from.